I will show you. You have to stay before God till the shape of the entities and men that is domiciled within the territory will be revealed. They will densify. Like sand that you pour into water, it will sediment, come to the ground, and you can easily see them for what they are. Mapping. The worst thing you can do is to come to a land and become friends with the exact people that is the enemy of the revival. It has died before it has started. You know what I'm teaching you? It might be valuable for you maybe in 5 years' time. You need to hear it now so you don't go and make mistake. Many times, if God sends you into a land, Satan will send his people first to become your friends. You have to be disciplined and discerning enough to know that these are not the people to be friends with. You will be distracted for 5 years until your momentum will disappear. Then you become like the people that came there before. And then the story that they told will be true for your own sake, that no pastor had succeeded here for the last 20 years. Spiritual mapping is critical. It is within that environment that you discern gates, discern gatekeepers, discern thrones, discern kings, discern priests and priesthoods. Not just in human context, but in angelic context too. And even in demonic context. Are you getting what I'm saying? I have seen several young men of God in the bid, and I'm in full support of honor and respect. I want to shock you. And if you are listening to me, you have to be careful. God met me in some of the things I'm telling you people. I have seen the end though. That's why some things don't move me. As young as I am, I'm not moved by the things that should move me. My labor is different. Because I've seen the things that won't last for long. Except you want to take the shortcut. And you should be afraid of shortcut. Because nothing ends well as shortcut. You should be willing for the path of labor. It might take time, but it will be pure. The streams will not be corrupted. It will be pure. But you have to pay attention to spiritual mapping. Are you getting the point? A young man of God can enter a territory to do ministry as God sent him. And as they normally advise, let's go and meet the fathers of the land. Do you know it's possible that what you call the fathers of the land in the church is God's problem that He's sending you to come and solve? You carried the same oil and went and submitted to the people that has been stopping the move of God. You think you are the first person that they have seen. Their job is to catch them young and snuff out their fire. But you need spiritual mapping. Now, the reason why I said this is there are those that you should meet. They are real gatekeepers, still aligned to the burdens of God. But there is many that has been disaligned. Ask yourself the question, if all is well with them, why is God sending you with so much burden? Don't, in the name of honor, cast your pearls before the swine. Oh, young man of God. Don't. It's another extreme mistake you can make. And then you find out that you have made a big mistake. Just because somebody is older doesn't mean necessarily that he knows better. If you are a young fool, if you become older, what are you? Now I understand. I was listening to something recently from Bishop David Oyedebo. When he said it, I got confident because that's what I think. But since somebody of his level has said it, I will send the video to you people after service. He said that the culture of Africa does not allow you to admit, to even think that it is possible for somebody older in age not to know much. But he now asked a question that I want to ask you. Huh? The way this sister is looking, should I use her? Victor, is your father a medical doctor? But he's older than you now. Between him and Dr. Samuel, who will you submit to for a surgical or operation? But he's older than Dr. Samuel. In these matters, just because he's older than you, you are risking your life. Huh? The skill is not there. The ability is not there. The training is not there. He just got old, not knowing much. And that old age does not confer on you automatically knowledge and wisdom. There is a labor to gather it. You see, it becomes a beauty when age, experience comes together with skill, knowledge, and understanding and wisdom. That's the perfect example. I put it to you, not many are wise. There would have been enough solution, but not many. And sometimes there is a contradiction in your heart. Huh? When you know that some of the things your parents are doing is not correct, but you don't know what to do. They talk. They said, obey your parents. Obey your parents. Don't pray. Obey your parents. Are you getting and do some of those things? Somebody met me years ago, and an older man of God, older, and told me some things that wouldn't have allowed us to start Revival Hub. I should have listened to him now. As an older man of God, an older minister, I like the way you responded. I should have listened to him. It shows that his old age did not automatically confer on him the wisdom and the skill. The question is, how do you know? Are you getting the point? Because how do you know? You cannot just come and look at somebody and say that. There must be a way to spiritually discern and judge. That is what is called spiritual map. It's not everybody that God is giving to you in a territory to relate with. Some people are already too deep in pessimism for them to be in faith enough to be used. All they are telling you is how it cannot happen, how it cannot happen, how it cannot happen, how it cannot. Auntie Nkechi tried, she didn't marry. Auntie Brother John tried, he didn't have. That's all how you can. But when you check in the spirit, faith is there. Faith is there. You just need one man that will encourage you. One man. Even if he doesn't tell you anything, let him give you hope. That's how we have John G. Lake. He said he sent all his family is always sick. He called his priest. He consoled him that if any of his family member want to die, the priest will come on time to give them the last sacrament before they die. He said that God brought this sickness and he has taken them away. Something in him is telling him that sickness is not from God, but he can't prove it. So he kept following what the pastors are saying. But his belly was boiling. He doesn't want to fully accept that thing. But he doesn't have, you have to follow elders that don't know. I pray. It's my cry in the spirit that God will give us elders that know. Once you see a man correct in his path, a young man, just know that he met elders that know. Or how will somebody tell me not to do ministry? I'm 40 years. He's an elder. Does he know? Victor. Just imagine, I'm not yet 40. I'm not yet 40. So, we should have waited till that time. Even we should have waited. The people in US would have been waiting. The people in Canada waiting. The people in UK waiting. You waiting. NWC, am I correct? The people in Lagos waiting. People in Zambia, Ghana, Cameroon, everybody waiting till I'm 40. Based on the counsel of an elder, you need to spiritually map and know which associations are necessary for this assignment. This kind of thing that God sent to me, there are people that you relate with, they cut in fear into your heart. Yes, now after those police people came, I noticed that Satan struck fear into our sabo. When I prayed into the spirit, I saw it. I asked God, show me a way to separate the people that contaminated my group with fear. Because we can't achieve what we want to achieve. You can pray, but if fear is there, we can't go. I kept searching in the spirit. By the time I'm through, we are not up to 10 out of 30 something people. And in case you are not there, it means that you were affected by that spirit. That's the kind of time to discern. If you carry those kind of people and do spirit, because it is territorial contention. If you carry them, you are weakening the camp. And the possibility of casualty is high.